Last session, I'm discussing about in last session I'm discussing about your delay and QA study. And before delay and QA study, we study about the level of services, and we see six level of services: level of service A, level of service B, level of service C, level of service D, level of service C, and level of service F. After completing all the level of services, we study about delay and QA analysis at signalized intersection. So we study about different delays, stop time delay. We discuss how stop time delay will affect our whole cycle time, and we solve two or three problem on that. So our next point of discussion is about probability of vehicle arrival. So basically, let's see here. Our next point of discussion is probability of vehicle arrival. So next point is probability of vehicle arrival. So next point of discussion is about probability of vehicle arrival. So here we see arrival of vehicle at particular section of road is considered to follow our Poisson distribution. So we know the traffic density is different for different roads. We know traffic volume for different section of lane or different road is different. So basically the arrival of vehicle at particular section of road or any section of road is considered to follow our Poisson distribution. So basically here we see arrival of, this is a stretch of, this is my road. So on this road, this is the section which is under consideration. This is the section of road. This is the section of road. Section of road. This is the section of road. So basically from here many vehicle will arrive. From here this vehicle is traveling. From here also this vehicle is traveling. So many vehicle will arriving through this particular section. So all the arrival of vehicle at this particular section will follow our Poisson distribution. This is our general consideration. This is our general consideration. So every vehicle will follow our Poisson distribution. Will follow our Poisson Poisson's distribution. our Poisson distribution. So arrival of every vehicle at a particular section will follow the Poisson distribution. So probability that different number of vehicle, or if we consider n number of vehicle, will arrive within 3-second time interval is given as. So basically here we derive a equation. That equation is, just we write here that probability probability of n vehicle of n number of vehicle, this is n, that means this is a number. So n number of vehicles will arrive within t-second time interval within t-second time interval is given as 20-second time interval is given as is given as what is given as p and t is equal to lambda. This is the equation of your Poisson distribution. Lambda t into m to the power e minus lambda t by n. So basically here lambda is equal to vehicle arrival rate. So basically this is our vehicle arrival rate. This is our vehicle arrival rate. This t is equal to time interval. This t is equal to time interval. This t is equal to time interval. And next your n is equal to number of vehicle. N is equal to number of vehicle. Number of vehicles. So this is the equation of your Poisson distribution, which will consider or which we calculate for finding the probability of vehicle arrival, because we know arrival of vehicle at particular section of road is considered to follow Poisson distribution. So probability that n number of vehicle will arrive within t-second time interval is given by p nt is equal to lambda to the power lambda into t to the power n e minus lambda t by n epsilon. So basically we calculate the probability of vehicle arrival by using our this basic Poisson distribution relationship. So next is our different case. So just wait. So next is our case one, that probability that vehicle will arrive after time t, probability that time headway is greater than t. So basically we have two cases. First case is how the vehicle will arrive after time t, then what will the probability? That means probability that time headway is greater than t. And next is the probability that vehicle arrive within time t. That means probability of vehicle arriving within time t plus probability of vehicle arriving after time t be taken as 1. So we calculate probability of vehicle arriving within time t by just subtracting probability of vehicle arriving after time t with 1. So if we subtract our probability of vehicle arriving after time t from 1, then we get probability of vehicle arriving within time t. So we have two cases. So just see here, we have two cases. Case first, just observe here. Here is our case first. Case first. Case first. Case first is saying probability that probability that probability that probability that probability that vehicle will arrive, that vehicle will arrive after time t. After time t. So what we do here, we check probability that time headway is greater than t. So here we check probability that time headway is greater than t. Next, what we do? We just take this line, just take this line, mark arrow on both the sides. So just mark arrow. So here we mark arrow on this side, this end also, and this end also. We have two options. First is 0 and next is our t. So this is t. What we do? This is the number of vehicle which will arrive through this particular section. So this value is our n. So this is n, and here the value of n is not given, so we just take n is equal to 0. So basically we have to find probability that vehicle will arrive after time t. So here we have to find probability that time headway is greater than t. So as already I discussed in today's session, that vehicle arrives can be modified into interrelated way. First is modeling how many vehicles arrive in a given interval of time, or modeling what is the time interval between the successive arrival of vehicle. So I've discussed in detail the previous approach. The first part of this discussion, how I think Poisson distribution can be used to model the vehicle arrival. So traditionally, this Poisson distribution is used to model the random process, the number of vehicle arriving a given time period. The second part will be how to generate random vehicle arrival. So here we just discuss Poisson distribution when probability that vehicle will arrive after time t. So probability that time headway is greater than 0. So here we mark two line and we fix 2 point, that is 0 and t. So here we have the p value. P is equal to e to the power minus lambda into t. So just remember this. This is the probability. This is the probability when vehicle will arrive after time t. Next case is case number second. So this is my case number second. Case second. So we have case second. Case second. So case second is when probability that when vehicle arrives within time t. This is the case when vehicle arrive after time t, but this is the case that probability when vehicle will arrive after time within time t. So probability that vehicle arrive within time t. Arrive within time t. So probability of vehicle arriving within time t plus probability of vehicle arriving after time t is equal to 1. So just we use here a simple concept, that is just wait. Here we use probability So here we use, just see here, just we use here a simple concept, that is that is probability of vehicle, that is probability of vehicle probability of vehicle probability of vehicle arriving within time t, probability of vehicle arriving within time t plus probability of vehicle arriving after time t, after time t is equal to 1. So what we do? So here we get this value. So just wait. Probability of vehicle arriving within time t plus probability of vehicle arriving after time t, after time t is equal to 1. So here we get the result that probability of vehicle arriving after time t, here we find the result t is equal to e to the power minus lambda into t. Just put the value of this here. So here we do one thing, we just put 1 minus e to the power minus lambda into t gives us the value of probability of vehicle arriving within time t. So this is the result, or this is the probability. So just see here, this is the probability. So p is equal to 1 minus e to the power, just wait, p is equal to 1 minus e to the power minus lambda into t. So this is the result, that probability of vehicle arriving within time t, and this is the result, that probability of vehicle arriving after time t. So you must remember these two formula. So what we do, we just analyze our Poisson distribution equation and adopt this Poisson distribution equation for our two basic cases. So first case is probability that vehicle will arrive after time t. If we say here probability that vehicle will arrive after time t, then we say probability that time headway is greater than t. So if probability that time headway is greater than t, then we find probability from our basic equation by putting n is equal to 0. So here we get our value that p is equal to e to the power minus lambda into t. Next, probability that vehicle arrive within time t. That means on a fixed interval of time, our vehicle will arrive. So we know probability of vehicle arriving within time t. We just use our basic equation. So here is our basic equation, that is probability of vehicle arriving within time t plus probability of vehicle arriving after time t both will gives a result of 1. So we find the probability of vehicle arriving uh, after time t. We know its value is e to the power minus lambda into t. We know the probability of vehicle arriving within time t by just subtracting the value of e to the power minus lambda t from 1. We get our another result. So this is all about probability of finding vehicle which will arrive at a particular section. Next point of discussion and next characteristic of your traffic engineering is traffic speed study. So basically next point of discussion is our traffic speed study. So next point of discussion is traffic speed study. So the speed of different vehicle over a particular route depends upon several factors. So several factors on which our traffic speed study will depend is first geometric design of road, your your uh, driver characteristic, your climate and environmental factor, and so many things. Time of travels, traffic volume, purpose of travel. These all are our different factors on which our speed of different vehicle, our particular road may depend. So traffic speed study involves speed study, and we know the speed of different vehicle over a particular route depends upon several factors, and first factor is our geometric design. So first factor is our GD. You already I discussed these things, geometric design. Next is your DC, that means your driver characteristic. Next is your climate and environmental factor. Next is your and climate and environmental factor. Climate and environmental factor. Environmental factor. Next is your time of travel. Next is your time of travel. Next is your traffic volume. Next is your traffic volume, TB. And next is your purpose of travel. Next is your purpose of travel. So basically, traffic speed study will depends upon different factors, and the factors are our this these all factors. First one is your uh, geometric design of road. Next one is your driver characteristic. Next one is your climate and environmental factor. Next is your time of travel. Next is your traffic volume, and last one is your purpose of travel. So we have discussed here about different speed study. Our first point of discussion or first speed study is your spot speed. So basically we have discussed about our spot speed study. So spot speed study is to measure speed at a specific location. So study speed at a specific location, determining the design speed, or conducting safety study. Next, analyzing special operation situation These all are under our spot speed study. So these are the factors which govern our traffic speed study. So these are the factors on which our traffic speed study will depend, because geometric design of the road, I discussed in geometric design that if your topography is not plain, then automatically your speed is low. If your side distance is not much, then automatically your traffic speed is low. Next, your driver characteristic. If your driver is drunken, or if your driver is mentally fit, physically fit, then he balance his vehicle, or he drive his car or any other vehicle in a safe mode. But if a driver characteristic is not good, if his vision is not clear, if he is not hearing the horn of different vehicle, then his speed is automatically decreases. Next, climate and environmental factor. If climate is, I think, if environmental factor, just like if you travel on a road and at that particular situation, if rain is falling, so automatically your speed is slow, because due to rain, not proper or not clear vision is available on the road. Next is time of travel. If time of travel is much, or if the time of travel is high, then your uh, speed is low, because if you travel a distance in shorter span or in shorter time, then it means your speed is high. But if your time of travel is high, or if you take so much of time to travel from one distance to another distance, that means one place to another place, then we will say that our speed is high. Next is traffic volume. If your traffic volume is high, then automatically your speed is low. If traffic volume is less, then your speed is also less. I discussed these things. That means traffic volume or traffic flow, traffic density, traffic discharge, all are same. It is denoted by Q. If your Q is more, then you say your V is less. Next is purpose of travel. So basically, purpose of travel also our affect our speed study. So we have discussed about different speed study. First one is our first one is our first one is our spot speed. First one is our spot speed. Spot speed. First one is our spot speed. Next is our average speed. Second is our average speed. Next is our average speed. Next is your running speed. So these are our different speed study. Running speed. Next is your travel speed, and this is your travel speed. Travel speed. So first we have spot speed. So first we have spot speed. So it is the instantaneous speed of a vehicle at a specified cross section or location. So the spot speed of a vehicle fluctuates from place to place all along the routes depending upon different factor which I discussed I think in last slide, that is that the speed spot speed of a vehicle fluctuates from place to place all along the route depending upon driver characteristic, geometric design of road and different things which I discussed previous. Next is your average speed. So next is your average speed. So how we define average speed? It is the average of spot speed of all the vehicle passing a given point on a highway. So this is our average speed. Third is our running speed. So it is the average speed maintained by a vehicle over a particular stretch of road while the vehicle is in motion. So basically running speed is our defined as the ratio of journey length to the running time. So basically our this running speed, this is our running speed. So we write here as RS. RS is our running speed and it is written as journey length, journey length, journey length by running time. Journey length by running time. So this is our running speed. So running speed is defined as how? How we define running speed? It is the average speed maintained by a vehicle over a particular stretch of road while the vehicle is in motion. So we write running speed is equal to journey length by running time. So running time is equal to journey time minus delay time. So this running time is also calculated as this running time is also calculated as we write RT in short form we use running time as RT. So RT is equal to JT. This is my journey time. This is my journey time minus DT. This is my delay time. So this is our RT. Running time is equal to journey time minus delay time. And last one is our travel speed. So how we define our travel speed? So it is the average speed of travel for a vehicle over the particular stretch of route for entire travel time. So basically, if we divide journey length with journey time, we get our travel speed. But when we divide journey length with running time, then we get our running speed. So here a confusion creates that what is running speed and what is traveling speed. So if journey length is divided by running time, then it is our running speed. And if our journey length is divided by journey time, then we get our travel speed. So just see here, this is our TS, that means travel speed. So TS is equal to here journey time, it is equal to our journey time by journey, sorry, journey length by journey time. This is JT, this is journey length. So this is journey length. This is journey length So from here we get our travel speed. So I discuss today. I discuss your how we find the probability of a vehicle. So in first session, I'm discussing about your delay and co-study, and in this session, I'm discussing about your probability of a vehicle traveling at a particular section, how we find the probability of that vehicle which travel a particular section by considering two cases. And last, I discuss about travel speed study. In travel speed study, I discuss what are the different factors on which our travel speed study depends, and also I define different your speed. So first one is your spot speed. I discuss this. Next is your average speed. I also discuss this. Third one is your running time, and last one is your travel time. So I discuss all the technical aspects of each speeds. So I think here I in today's session. So I meet on Saturday. So for your next class. So thank you.